Hey, Chris and Derek back working on the 52 Studebaker. Today, we're going to pull out this block. First, pull the transmission out and all that, the linkage, the pedals, and everything. That's going to all come out. The engine's going to come out. That's so we can start finishing the firewall and working on covering this up and fixing all the holes in the floor, welding up all the holes in the firewall that we don't want. But last time we had the gas pedal and we finished off the steering, so that's all done. So we don't need the motor in there anymore until we're ready to get it running and driving. So we're gonna pull that out today. So Derek's gonna clean up around here. We already pulled the head and intake off. I'm gonna go underneath and pull out the brake, the clutch pedal, the hydraulic cylinder, unbolt that, and then unbolt the cross member and the transmission, and then clutch, and then we'll lift the motor out. Hopefully, because we don't have a cherry picker here, so we're gonna do it hillbilly style with a bar and a chain, and we'll see what we can do with that. I'm going under. Hammer.
Junk everywhere.
Yeah. Possible we might have to jack it up. Yeah, I'll have to go around that side.
Jack it up?
I have to go on that side first to get the clutch pedal in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to be jacking this up a little bit.
Okay.
Put it up on the stands, make it easier.
Not a problem.
There we go. It's out. So now we got to finish all this, weld up all that. Not those two. Weld up that and figure out that. So that's our next plan.
Clean it up a bit.
And yeah. Clean it up and get it ready. Got all the holes welded up and then ground down smooth, and finish off the floor inside, grind those down, and the cab will be, oh, then we'll have to figure this out.
Yeah, I gotta get the sheet metal.
Yep.
That's gonna take a big piece.
Yep. But we did figure possibly a gauge. That's just the outside, but that's going to go somewhere like that. I get Derek to hold it for some more dramatic effect.
Oh, too bad at all.
Yep.
Punch it straight.
Yeah. Yep, well that's from Falcon, if it's not obvious.
No.
And we've got many Falcon parts and parts cars, so we have extras, so.
Yeah. I like it.
It fits nicely there. It's not no new new LED lights or anything like that, so just have to fill in that hole, make a panel for underneath here so the pedals can move.
Just dip this to shrink it.
Yeah, we'll just pie cut it, push it up there, and then weld in the cracks. Yeah, lots of welding. Okay, Derek's just filling up some holes, welding them up. Miscellaneous holes, just like that. There. Don't know what they're for. Don't need them anymore. Yeah. Welded, put a patch in there, welded that up. Put a patch in there. It's tacked in there now. There's a patch there. He's tacked in one there. Filling in all those useless holes. And we got this. There's some cracks in there, but we got that pretty good. And Derek, back over here. It's grinding down here. We put a patch in there, and this was all patched, so you just ground down the welds there. And same with a little bit here he's been grinding on in the cab corner. That was, and for those that didn't watch the first ones, we made those cab corners just by hammering them over actually a bunch of gloves and a rag and using a chair like that. A bean bag would have been better, but yeah. But I got a couple more patches to make. So that's just cutting round circles out of sheet metal, so exciting. Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've actually touched this, but back on it, Derek cut out this panel. It had someone put there's the holes for a radio. Someone put a radio in it and it looked horrible, so we went and cut that out of our parts, and Derek cut that out, and he's just going to weld that upside down, weld that back in there so it looks factory. Also, we teased last time that we're going to put a Falcon gauge cluster in, so we pulled this one out of, this one had everything, the whole gauges and everything, out of one of our parts cars. So it fits almost excellent. It's in there right now. All there is just one screw holding it, but the bottom nothing. It's pretty solid. I had to do some modifications on it to make it fit, which I will quickly show you.
In the back there again?
No.
Oh.
Normally, this piece gets sealed in between, or clamped in between here and this piece, but since I didn't want to cut any of this out to flush it, so I basically had to do a couple things. I had to slice this back and fold it over in each corner. That allowed it to, because there's a little lip here, that allowed it to come in. And then also, I had to put little washers to bring the gauge cluster out. I haven't done them with these, but I will be doing it. So it's out about a ½ an inch. But it seems to work, because originally this would sit over top of it, but it stays out. And there's about not much of a gap. So I needed to bring everything out, but seems to be working fine. I'll just have to seal up around there a little bit. Keep dust in dirt and debris out, but that's not an issue. So seems to work good. It covers, we have to weld up some of these holes. It covers a lot, it covers all these. Don't have to worry about that. And I didn't have to butcher this out and make it bigger to fit that. So I just made the gauge cluster to fit the hole that's in there. So worked out pretty good. And those are, it's from a early 60s Falcon, so it's 12 volt and everything. Should be easy to make them work. So it's just got a temperature and a battery and a fuel gauge, so that'll be easy to make work. And we'll just stick oil pressure under here and voltage under there as well. Yeah, so working on cleaning the rest of the doors, and now we got that. We're just gonna weld up these holes that we don't need. And then I'm gonna start cleaning the top of the dash, clean all this, clean all around here. We're not gonna clean all this stuff. This is it's like however old this truck is, undercoating, and it's a pain to get off, like all this stuff. And it's some of it's loose and flaking, we'll scrape off, but it's just gonna stay. We're just gonna clean up around here where the window goes, where paint's gonna go, and yeah, and start shooting this thing with primer. Well, Bondo first, then primer, but getting it done. Still have to clean the floor a bit, but the floors, we got mostly everything done for the floor. Gas pedal has been tested. We have to figure out a emergency brake cable because you need one in Canada for safety. It has to go through a government safety here in Canada. So, but yeah, we're trying to figure out that. We might have a pull hand, or this is what we're thinking, right beside the shifter. Maybe smaller, maybe not. It might not work. We're not sure. It's just an idea. But we're going to try that out. But yeah, Derek's going to weld that in now, and we'll show you that after. And I'm just going to continue cleaning paint off this door. It's almost done. Just have to do the inside here a bit. But slowly getting the dirty shit done and get on with the clean stuff, like sanding.
Yeah.
If that's ever clean. Okay, so progress a little bit. Derek's been sanding on here, a couple little spots. He added more Bondo. Sanded down here. It's getting that close. Also, he put Bondo here. And originally, there's like, this is where a mirror would mount up to, and on Studebaker trucks, I don't know why, but there's a huge gap in the body between this panel and this panel. So what they did is they did is screwed a little piece of sheet metal over top with 2 screws in it. So we thought that looks pretty crappy, so we filled it in, gonna make it smooth. Found a few cracks, just stress cracks. We welded up. We haven't ground them. 2 there and also 2 on this side. I've got most of the dash, well, not ground, but wire wheeled. I still have to do the top on this side, but that's all done. This is all done. Did all these. Derek welded that in, so that's all in. I did around that door and the top header there, that's all been done. So a lot of dusty and dirty work. So I think we're probably gonna leave it there because it's getting late and I don't feel like grinding anymore. My hands start to vibrate if I hold on to that wire wheel too much. But so yeah, getting it done. Have to do this to get primer on it, so getting close to primer. Close is relative, but We still have to do the front a little bit, just sand it down, but yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here. So thanks for watching, and we'll have another one out soon on this fine 52. See you next time, and subscribe. We're close to 100. Merry Christmas.